Hey guys, Mike Staley here with Staley Real Estate Group in St. George, Utah, southern Utah. In today's video, we're going to be talking about budgeting and a few tips and tricks to stay on track. And this video is also a part of a series to where we're going to help you obviously budget, eliminate some of your debt, hopefully repair your credit if you need to, and start saving up some money and start investing a little bit is the ultimate goal of this program. So with that, we'll jump right into it. Okay guys, we'll get right into budgeting and how I set up my budget. It's going to be different. Some of you might run your own businesses and some don't. I have my own business, so I just have to put in what I need to make each month. And then whatever else just would go into savings or investments. If you have a set income, it'll be a lot easier to do a budget. So anyways, obviously you can put in here how much you're making a month. If you have any additional income coming in, then you can put that here and shows how much you make each month. And then you just go down the list and write out what you're paying each month. You'll know what your house payment is. And if you have a mortgage, all your taxes and insurance are already included in that. And then figure out how much you want to pay, how much you think you pay on groceries, and then keep track of that for the next month and adjust that accordingly. Transportation I put in here would be gas and maintenance. We don't spend that much each month on gas, like oil changes and stuff like that. So we probably spend about $250 a month in gas, and then the rest would be left over. We'll put in a separate account to do oil changes, and then if we need new tires or maintenance, things like that down the road. Utilities come out to $265 a month. That would include internet, gas, and city utilities. We set aside about $75 a week that we can go out with the family, go out and do something fun, go to the movie. Here's the phone bill. I pay for 5 or 6, maybe 7 lines. Business expenses each month with advertising and insurance, things like that. This is personal insurance for cars and household items. And then we have a gym membership, and then we buy a little bit of supplements like protein, things like that. Future spending, these are a couple categories that I like to set aside. So if we need new furniture or anything, something for the house, we have a little account that we set aside each month. Clothing, we don't buy clothes every month, but so we'll budget $100 a month for clothes. $250 a month for birthdays. You'd be amazed at, once you start tracking this, how many of your friends or donations or who having birthdays that month. And then also this would be a set aside whatever's left for Christmas and things like that. So you're not getting down to Christmas and then you have to use your credit card. So you set aside a little bit each month for that. Kids miscellaneous, stuff for school, haircuts, things like that, car payments, and then I figure 10% on 5,000 because of business expenses and things like that. So close enough. Don't judge, okay? One thing I want to mention here is that this would be one of my goals, is to get these car payments paid off. Part of the car payment here and the phones. I'm carrying a loan for a family member, and there are 2 phone lines as well. So that's what this $435 a month is for their insurance, their car payment, and their phone lines. And so that's how I set up my budget. One thing that's really helped is these few categories where your it's not a monthly bill, but stuff that comes up every once in a while. Like my insurance is actually $1,200 every 6 months. I pay it every 6 months so that it's a cheaper rate, but I just set aside $200 a month until I get to that point. And then, like future spending, things like this, all stuff that's set aside. Transportation, if there's the money that's left over after paying for gas, we'll set aside for maintenance, things like that. So you'll want to set up a few different categories like that. So once you get down the road, you don't have to take out of your emergency fund or have to use a credit card to pay for something that some unforeseen expense. So you've got these few accounts that are accruing. They're adding up until you need it. Okay, if you have any questions on any of these categories or setting up a budget, I'd be glad to help out. Just let me know. Also, one thing I forgot to mention was what to do with the extra money that you're not spending in these categories each month. Probably the easiest way is to take anything you have left over, say for holidays and birthdays, clothing, and then if you pay your insurance like I do every 6 months, take it and put it into just a savings account. Just transfer it from your checking into your savings account. Or if you want to get involved in learning how to invest, and depending on your level of what you want to invest in, there's 3 different options that I could recommend that would be kind of entry type investment options. If you're interested in that, I'll put another video in this series about those 3, and then you can decide if you just want to put that money into a savings account or invest it. And I'll put a link where you can download this budget sheet at the bottom of this video, and that would be it.